Hello and welcome to Cherries Player. Today we'll be talking to Brett Pitman, who celebrates a year since rejoining the Cherries. And we've laid on something a little bit special out here on the pitch to celebrate the anniversary.
Comes back to Pitman, hits it on the volley! Pitman finishes emphatically. Pitman reduces the deficit, but Brett Pitman sure as hell knows where the back of the net is.
You know, there's only certain people can score goals like that.
Brett Pitman is utterly irresistible.
Okay, I'm joined now with Brett. Brett, these are the balls that we've laid out for you there. Every goal you scored since you returned last season. There's 23 there. That's a pretty good record, isn't it?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, you'd always hope there to be a few more, but yeah, I think it works out about a goal every other game, so can't be too dishappy.
Right, should we walk towards your first goal that you picked out, because you've chosen 5 of your best goals since you returned. How do you reflect on your first year? We mentioned that it's gone pretty quickly, but you've seen a lot of success since you've come back.
Yeah, I mean, coming back here was the aim was to for us to get promoted, and it worked out. That was the case, so obviously you can't be too unhappy with how it's gone. I think we've held our own in this league. It's a tough league. It's quite random results, so we've just got to try and pick up a few more wins and see where it takes us.
Now we've arrived at our first ball that we've got on a cone here. This was against Bury on your debut, to extend the unbeaten run that you found yourself into when you joined the club. How satisfying was that? Because that was quite late on in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was obviously really happy to score on any debut, and I think I come on for about 20 minutes, and it was nice to get going so quickly. Obviously coming back to a club can be difficult, but it was nice to get going early, and I think it helped us get a point. So,
and when you returned, did it sort of feel like you were home again?
Not so. I don't know about being home. Obviously, I was pleased to be back and working under someone who wanted me there and wanted me to be part of things, and working in a successful team was obviously good times.
Yeah, and was Eddie quite a strong factor in your decision to come back there?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no secret in the fact that I enjoy working with him, and I think he gets the best out of me. So,
right, let's walk on to your second goal that you picked out for us. In the meantime, before you came back, did you sort of imagine that you'd have such a good first season and you sort of consistently climbed up the table?
No, not really. I mean, I think I knew the team here was good. I'd watched them a couple of times. I knew there was good players, and I think when Eddie first come back, the run they went on was very good. Before I come back, we managed to continue that for, I think it was 19 games, was it, something like that, and that at any level that's really good going. So yeah, I knew the team was good, and on a personal level, I didn't set myself targets. I would have been pleased to score probably 13 to 15. It worked out. I got, I think, 19 last season, so I was happy with that. Now,
so this goal is against Colchester, 1-0 there. So you got the winner. Can you tell us why this was an important goal for you?
I think obviously, like you said, it was in a 1-0 win. It kept our run going, and we played well that day. We probably should have won by more than one, but I think Matty crossed the ball in. I think it was a bit of a scuff cross, and I managed to get in front of my man and put it in the top corner. So it was just more not how the goal went in, it was more the importance of it and to keep our run going at a tough place like Colchester.
Right, so our next goal's right over there. So we're going to bypass something that I'd like to have a quick chat with you about, and that is the penalty area, which you can see here, 9 goals since returning. You happy that you put in charge of penalties straight away when you came back?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure who had taken them before I come back. I think there was a bit of a mixture, and obviously I've always taken penalties when I was here before, and when I was at Bristol, when I was on the pitch, I took the penalties. So it's something I'm comfortable doing, and something I'll continue to do until I'm told otherwise.
And do you prepare in any sort of way when you get to this spot? You put it down on the spot. What are you thinking through your mind? Do you know which way you're going to go already?
Yeah, most of the time. I normally, the day before a game, take a couple of penalties just to practice. So I normally have a good idea where I'm going to go.
Osman got it clear, being whacked back across the box by Cook. It's found a man at the back post, and Pitman had swept it in from the edge of the penalty area. 5 goals in 2 games against Crewe, and the Cherries are heading back on top again.
So this is the Crewe one.
Yeah.
Why do you think you were so prolific against Crewe?
I don't know. It worked.
Something to do with their defence?
No, I don't think so. I think it worked out. Just we played them twice in quick succession, and I think it was during the time where I was in a good scoring run, and this goal in particular was like it was important because it got us a 2-1 win. So yeah, we was happy. Away at Crewe was a tough place to go. They were very good that night, and it was cold and Tuesday night, but I thought we battled well, and obviously it was a nice goal, it was a nice finish, bounced up on the volley and managed to bend it around the defender in the corner. So
yeah, so we'll go to its near neighbour here, which I believe is Carlisle. This is the one that it was amidst a run of you got 9 goals in 8 games.
Yeah.
And this was, well, it was actually at the other end of the pitch, but this was what got Cherries promoted in that game.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
was the third one.
I don't know if it was. You can say that goal in particular got us promoted because we were winning at the time and we still had a couple of games left. But it was nice on the day because they were pressing, and I remember it just 4 or 5 minutes to go, and it gave us a bit of a cushion. And you knew at the time when that goal went in, we weren't going to lose that game, we were going to win it. So it was obviously nice for the pressure being off, and you could almost enjoy the last 4 or 5 minutes with the atmosphere that was here, and it worked out in the end with Brentford drawing that, bar a real freak result on the last day, we were going to be promoted.
Was there an element of disappointment on the final day when you realised that you weren't going to be crowned champions?
For a good half an hour there was huge disappointment because we wanted to be champions, and I don't think anyone could argue we were the best team in the league by far. I think if Eddie would have taken from the start of the season, we would have got over 100 points, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. So we are disappointed for a time, but you've got to look at the overall achievement, and from where it was when Eddie took over, you would have taken promotion automatic, I think. So
Yeah.
A bit of both feelings. He's done really well to control the ball on halfway, bobbling under his feet as he gets hold of it. Finds Pitman. Pitman checks left, then comes on the right foot and thumps in a magnificent goal from outside the box. Curls it into the far corner. Brett Pitman is utterly irresistible. 8 goals in 7 games. Shrewsbury 0, Cherries 2.
Unbelievable. Absolutely top draw.
This is also quite a distance to be scoring as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have been a bit further out on the day.
Do you reckon? I've been a bit mean to you.
No, it was a nice goal, and like I said again, it put us 2-0 up, and we were very good again that day.
Yeah.
Shrewsbury, we could have won 4 or 5-0, and I think I took the ball off Pewey and cut inside, and the wind. I remember the wind going the right way, so I kind of used the wind and bent it, and the keeper didn't get anywhere near it. So it was nice it went in. It's always pleasing to score goals like that because they don't come about very often.
Finally, very successful first year. What do you hope this second year back at the club brings?
I think we've got to look to stabilise our position in this league. I think that has got to be first and foremost, and see where we are from there, because it's easy to get promoted and get relegated straight away. You see it happen to loads of teams in all the leagues. So I think that has to be our first aim, and then once we're safe and we think we're safe, then see where that can take us. You never know. Like I said, if you put a few results together, you could be up near the playoffs, but I think it would be wrong for us as a team, us as the management and all the fans, to expect us to turn over teams week in, week out like we did last year, because you only have to read through the list of the teams in this league. A lot of them are established Premier League clubs and they've got much bigger budgets than what we have, so you've got to be realistic but aim as high as you can, I think.
Brilliant. Well, Brett, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure, and congratulations on your last year as well.
Thank you. Cheers.